So impact, and now I'm going to dial to the next one, which was 1.32. "30 seconds, plenty of time, make a good wind call." Impact.
Going into the 2025 NRL Hunter Series season, I wanted to show what it looks like to go through a stage as an individual. Now, if you remember, Taylor and I did shoot as a team last year, so we have a lot of videos on what it looks like from a team perspective. But I wanted to show what it looks like from an individual perspective. Now, before we dive into Ryder's breakdown of a sample stage, if you guys have questions about NRL Hunter, about stages, about why he's doing certain things that he's doing on the clock, leave it in the comments down below. But without further ado, here is Ryder.
All right, so we're gonna do a quick little demo of how an NRL Hunter stage might go. This is gonna be a 2-target, 2-position, meaning we'll have 2 targets that we need to engage and from 2 different positions. So you'll start, build a position, get your ranges, engage both of those there, then move to the next one. So everything has to start in hand, completely stowed in the most compact form. And you can have a rifle and a spotting device. So if I wanted to take my binos out, I could start with those in hand, but what I do as soon as I start the clock, I grab my game changer and I run and start the position. I'm gonna try to talk y'all through what I'm doing as I do it as well, okay? So pre-flight checks, make sure I got 4 minutes and 1 second, make sure I'm down to 0, parallaxes. I like to keep it about 500 or so, because I feel that's probably the average distance for a stage. So RO would say, "Shooter, do you have any questions?" Up to you whether you do or you don't. Clarify that. Then the RO will go, "Time starts now." So as soon as that happens, I hit my timer. I don't like to run unless I need to. So this is gonna be our position here. So I'm gonna come down, put my bino or bipod down, make sure it doesn't fall, grab my tripod out, bag coming off, because hopefully I don't need anything out of that for the rest of this stage. So what I'm doing is I'm adjusting the legs. There are more efficient methods to that, but I'm already on the ground. It works for me. So build my bag up. I want to make sure that I don't put the bag in a manner that's going to block the receiver on the bino. So I'm going to start looking. I'd be looking for my placard for my first target. I can ask the RO yes, no question. I got my first one here. Then I'm going to write the yardage, which is 221 yards. And the correction is 0.49 mils. So I just write 0.5. Then I'm going to range for my second one, look for it. I got 3 minutes left. 2 minutes is my cutoff period. We're gonna go for, we don't have a whole lot of far stuff here where we're part of the range we're using down here. So I'm gonna go for one for 348. So 348, and the correction was 1.3. So 1.3. So now I've taken my marker and I put that down, put my binos down, and now I'm going to engage these targets. So this is 2 position, and this one, the positions are going to be elevation changes. So what I'll do, I'm going to start from a prone position, because prone is always the most stable, and it'll allow me to confirm my data as well. So I'm gonna build a position, move that bag out of the way, go ahead and dial my first one, 0.5. So it's still a little too tall. There we go. Magazine goes in when you're in position. Make sure your level is on. So you're at 2 minutes, plenty of time. Impact. Dialed. This one, it says 1.3. All right, so now I'm gonna dial back down to the, I like to dial down to the next one before I move so I don't forget. So earlier in a different video, I said I'm gonna use my tripod more to shoot off of. What I mean in that manner is that I'm gonna use it as a rear support more for my tripod triple pull now. So bag goes on here, get that nice and tight. Send those all the way out most likely. Bring them in for this position. Still plenty of time left. So let's see. I got 1:06 left. My timer hasn't even started talking down to me yet. So I need to lower this. You can do that a couple of ways. This is probably the simplest way. Bring that leg out and just kind of get it to where you need it to be. Build your position. Plenty of time still. So impact, and now I'm going to dial to the next one, which was 1.32. $30, plenty of time. Make a good wind call. Impact. So at the end of the stage, empty your gun. Make sure it's empty. Magazine out. Bolt back. RO should visually verify just like you should. I'll clear my timer, start it off, and I'll make my way to the next stage. That is a representation of how a two-stage, two-target, two-position would work. Sometimes you may have to move left and right, use a different prop or something, but you have 2 targets, 2 positions, 4 targets, 1 position, and 1 target, 4 positions are your typical stages you'll see in an NRL Hunter match.
Thank you to Ryder for taking time out of his day to give us a sample stage of NRL Hunter. And one thing I do want to point out that he noted, and something that him and I talked a lot about over the weekend, was taking as much time as you can. You're given 4 minutes to find, range, and engage targets. And Taylor and I, while we were very efficient in our workflow, we didn't always maximize that time. We were often done in 3 minutes or 4 minutes, and we still had a lot of time left where that we could have used that time to make better wind calls, build better positions, do whatever we needed to on the clock. You don't get any points in this game for doing it faster, so take advantage of the time you're given. Make sure you get as many points as possible, because missing fast is just a fast miss and it's taking away points you could get on the clock. So take that for what it's worth, and it's something that I will be working on as I get into PRS and some other series. But be sure that you guys follow Ryder. Again, I will link him down in the description. You check him out, check out his YouTube channel. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe. Karate chop that bell to get notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you guys in the next one.